what's amazing about this? Look at this.
Look how
every year we bring these out, and I absolutely love them. This is what we call, here, I'll back up so you can see some more. This is what we call, you're going to get close. Here we go. Here's the close-up. Look at it. This is what we call the scissor cut. The manicured way that they actually do, professional golf courses and things like that. This is an 18-inch machine from EARTHWISE. Let me just quick give you the specs on this. The price on this is ridiculous. We do this, even last year we were doing it at $129, $139. It's brand new for the season. It's $119, and this one also includes the grass catcher. We're doing it with free shipping and handling. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, if you have 5 acres of lawn, this is not the lawnmower for you.
Right.
But if you have a medium or a smaller lawn, or if you have landscaping that's got grass areas that you want to trim up, there's no better way to do it. This hits on every bell and whistle. You never have to put gas in it. You don't have to mix any oil and put it inside there. It's not a combustion engine. It doesn't run hot. It's not a dangerous machine. Obviously, there's blades in it, but they're not spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so you can take your time when you cut your grass. You're not going to wake up the whole neighborhood. And once you own this, it doesn't cost you another cent. It's better for the environment. It doesn't pour smoke and gas into there. And I got to tell you, the classic old lawnmower is back, but with all kinds of great new features.
Exactly. And if you've not used a real mower, when you see, Guy, this lawn did not look great at all. We didn't even think that the grass was that high. But you went, I wish everyone could see this. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
You went over this area. The cut that you get with this mower is amazing. This is a beautiful cut right here. Here you can see all the high grass. And you did that one pass right there. And that's the difference with the real mower. You're getting that amazing scissor cut that you talked about. You're not just hacking away at those blades with some of those traditional power mowers with the blade. With this reel mower, you've got that reel, and with the reel, you've got all the blades on there that's spinning, right? And it's pulling that grass in and then cutting it just like a scissor would, a beautiful clean cut. So you can cut it shorter without burning it. It gives you such an amazing cut, and I'm going to keep doing that. But I was impressed on that very first time that you went across that area of grass, and it just looks great. I'm going to go right next to where you were. And again, when you see this, and you're just going to be so surprised at how simple it is, how easy, and how effective. Now, Guy has his without the grass catcher. I've got the bag on there so I can catch all those clippings. It's simple, it's easy. Some of the things that you want to make sure that you get when you get a reel mower, we've got the 5 blades on this reel mower, so a 5-blade reel. We've got the very large wheels in the front, which is important. And then you're going to see, Guy, I'll move out of the way. You can go right through there. You've got the trailer reels on the back, which make it easier to maneuver, easier to steer. You've got that 18-inch wide cutting path, which means obviously you're going to get done a little bit quicker. You can add the bag or use it without the bag, but quiet, effective.
And look at that cut.
It's definitely, the cut is all the difference. If you have like that beautifully manicured grass, but you want to be able to cut it nice and short, as we talked about, almost that golf course effect. You see the golf courses, they use a giant tractor to pull some of these reel mowers behind it to get that beautiful cut grass that doesn't burn, that's even. The grass blades aren't damaged when you cut it because of that scissor cut. When you're using that high RPM gas-powered mower, sure, it's, maybe newer technology, but this old technology is the best way to get that really nice cut, and this is a great mower.
Yeah, and I want to grab one of the blades of grass out of here that Peter has just cut. I want to show you the difference. Because this is the perfect example.
Perfect.
I'm going to hold it right in front of my sweater, and I think you can see it. So a traditional mower kind of slaps with a blade like that, and it almost tears the grass.
So even as that grew back, so this one hasn't been cut in a while, but you can still see that damaged, end.
Yeah, and then this one has been done with a scissor cut, and see how clean it is, so there's no browning on the tip. That's the difference between a green lawn and one that gets burned out, Pete.
Exactly. And it really is great for the grass. I think, especially early in the season, use it without the bag. Let that mulch get back into your grass. It's going to grow up nice. You can cut it short. You can do this without the noise, the fumes, the gas. We joke that sometimes if you want to wake up early on that Sunday morning, you can cut the grass without waking up the whole neighborhood. There's never a pull start to this mower. You're never going to have to fight to start it. And I think if you haven't used a real mower, mower, you talked about this technology that's been around for years, but it works. The blades are super sharp. The wheels are amazing. It rolls very consistently and easy. As you mentioned, if you have 5 acres of property, unless you want a long time cutting your grass, it may not be for you. But if you have that 1/4 acre and you've got that front lawn that you want to keep looking great, this is the way to go. Those trailer wheels, again, allow you to maneuver even better. Oh, and don't forget, you've got all your different settings right here, just like you would with your traditional mower.
Yeah.
But you can decide how high or low you want to cut it. You can just decide where you want it. And I really think that getting that beautiful golf course cut where you can cut your grass a little bit lower is one of the main, I think, features or benefits of having this kind of a reel mower. And I'll give you a close-up look again of that reel. That's the reel that spins. Now, this one has 5 blades on it. You know what? I'm going to try to turn this up so you can see that. There we go.
There we go.
So now you're able to see where that scissor action comes from as that spins. Those are the 5 different blades, and this is why we call it a reel mower. That's the reel that's going to spin. All you have to do is walk. You don't have to worry about if this is powered by gas or powered by electric. This is powered by you, and you're going to be able to cut the grass really like never before. Adding the bag is simple and easy. It's right there on the back. It just hooks on. You want to take it off, you just pull it off. Really simple, but an effective, beautiful cut when it comes to your grass.
And about 1/3 of the price of a power motor, which, you know, you'd have to, a lot of them, the cheaper ones you have to pull start. Which I got one that's $179, so I got to pull start it. And you know something? There's no way my mom could do that, or John, or anybody in my family that's, you know, over 70 years old could not use that machine. So if you want to just take a walk in the morning, you want to, maybe you cut your grass at 6 o'clock in the morning, you want to wake up the whole dang neighborhood, you can do it. And take a look at how much Pete's already cut back here. We're lucky because it's early in the season here in Florida. So the grass cutting guys haven't started coming out here yet, so we got plenty of grass to cut.
It's so smooth. I'm having no problem. The grass is even a little wet, which many times if you're using that gas-powered mower and the grass is a little wet, you know, it gets clogged up and it doesn't cut it as well. This is doing a tremendous job. I really think the big difference is going to be that cut. And I can reach in there and show you some of this cut grass. And every one of them is like you showed before. We've got some of the old mulch in there, but it's a clean scissor cut. That's going to be the difference with this mower. And I think we're all going to feel a little bit better about getting rid of the hassle of trying to pull start that mower, of the gas that you're going to have to get. Oh, do I have the oil? Is it mixed? Probably I'm out of gas. I can't get it started. What's the problem? Here, this hangs up in your garage. You pull it out. You get the grass done. You will feel so good about cutting your grass after using this because it's a nice, you know, spring or summer morning. You're going to walk out there, cut the grass, be done in a few minutes, and never have to start a motor to do it, which I think is so nice.
Yeah, and by the way, to Pete's earlier point, it weighs 28 pounds. So if you want to, you know, grab a couple hooks and you want to put this inside your shed or in your garage, you can hang it there. You can't do that with a regular combustion motor. And there's no dripping, no oil marks inside your garage floor. You have the ability to use it with or without the grass catcher. I actually think you know, if you could with this you could go out and cut your lawn in probably about 15 or 20 minutes. You don't even really need the grass catcher if you do it once or twice a week. Most people don't. If you're down here in Florida, you might have to use that grass catcher because, you know, we get a lot of rain and stuff down here. But for most yards, it's very simple. A lot of people buy these also to manicure certain areas of their grass that they want really to be perfect. You know, it could be display areas where you have gardens and flowers. Because the scissor cut really helps to eliminate the browning of the grass because it cuts it so clean. It's like when you bruise a piece of fruit, right? It starts to turn brown because you've damaged the cell structure of that fruit. When you use a traditional mower, those blades basically tear the grass in half. And when they do that, they shred it unevenly. It bruises, it turns brown, and until you cut it again, it'll just keep coming back. So if you mower any time of day, you've got no noise, no gas, neighbors love you, the kids stay asleep. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. And I also think, Pete, being both relatively fit individuals, you more fit than me, well, he runs all over the place, but you can get a good little workout in the morning.
No, exactly. It's nice. It's relaxing. There's not all that noise and smoke. There's not all those fumes.
Watch out,
and I think that of all the reel mowers, this has all those things that you need. You've got that 18-inch wide path, those huge wheels in the front. if you're not, used to a newer reel mower, that old technology that's new, you're going to be impressed by this mower. The trailer reels, I think, make it really easy to maneuver. You've got all the height adjustments, 5 blades on that reel. I mean, Guy, it performs well, and then I want everyone to understand that you're going to get that cut that you want. Your grass is going to look the way you want it to look, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it without the gas. You're going to do it without all those fumes and the noise.
You know what we should talk about, too, is as I was over there near the wood chips, if you happen to run over a rock or a wood chip in this, it's not like the traditional mower where it becomes a projectile, right?
Well, sure. It'll stop the mower.
Lock.
The mower will stop. You just back it out and move it out of the way, and you're set to go. So it's just something, usually when I'm using a reel mower like this, and I do it out here, is just, you just quickly walk around, maybe pick up a twig or two, and if you are near those mulch beds, and if some of the mulch has popped out, but it's easy, and it is much, much safer. As you know, you don't have to worry about, running over something that's going to go flying.
If you run over a rock or a good-sized stick, that thing will come shooting out at probably 150 miles an hour out of the side of out of the escape chute of your regular gas-powered machine, and that's a danger. I mean, that can really hurt somebody. With these, if you do happen to run over a rock or a large stick, it traps in the blade. As Pete said, you simply walk the machine back, open it up, pull it out. It doesn't become a projectile. Now, the reason there's 4 wheels on here is in the old days, they only had 2. But then you had to really sort of balance it wherever you went. So this is essentially the difference between riding a 2-wheel bike and riding in a car.
Yeah, exactly.
Much more stable, the more wheels.
Turning it, everything is easier. That 18-inch wide path. So typically that's what you're looking at with some of your gas-powered mowers, some of the smaller versions. So you're going up and down, same way in those paths. So you can walk it just up and down your lawn, but when you get in some of those areas, going back and forth just like that makes it easy. And it really spins very easy. It doesn't take a lot of force. So if you want to get out and do this, but you don't really want to work out, it's going to be easy to do. It's terrific, and you will be impressed, just like I was that very first cut, because it's our first time of the season getting out here and using the reel mower again. You will be impressed by the cut.
Scissor cut is what they do. Is what they do on golf courses to keep the grass green. If you want greener grass, and you can see, look, we use a lawnmower out here, and you can see how gray and brown everything looks out here. If you truly want a really green-looking lawn, get the scissor cut. Again, not for a property of 5 to 10 acres, but if you've got an acre or less and you want to trim it up, make it look nice, or a great little area near your flowers that you want to polish up, it's perfect for that. Peter, good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Thanks, pal. Peter will be back at 2 o'clock this afternoon. He's got more cool stuff. We got the pressure washer coming up. I can't wait to show you that. Best price we've ever done on that, and FlexPay. But first, we're going to toss things over to Kathy. She's going to give you an idea of what's coming up next. Kath?